Hey everyone, what's up? Welcome to another episode of Kurt on Cougs, the post-game cooldown after a wild win over Utah. This is probably the latest video I've ever filmed, but yeah, let's go. Crazy win. Last couple minute drive to set up game-winning field goal, winning it all. It was crazy. Honestly, for me, the way the game was going, it felt like a game that Utah would win. Like from the BYU-Utah games I've watched in the past, that's the way it looked to me. The Utes were winning a lot of battles on the line, specifically their defensive line taking on BYU's offensive line. So I was not feeling good about that. But huge win, big impact going forward. Still undefeated, still very much in the hunt for the college football playoffs, and along with that, the Big 12 title game. So yeah, lots of excitement. Quite a game, and yeah, in my opinion, probably one of the top 5 all-time games in Holy War history. Just insane finish, so exciting. Let's go Cougs. A few other notes. One thing I did not like seeing in this game, just from an overall perspective, was how many injuries there were. BYU had a couple linemen go down with injuries. Utah had BYU had those 2 linemen, and then also Maurice Collins at corner. I think he might have come in later in the game, and so hopefully he's doing well. Hopefully they're all doing well. Utah also losing their starter at tight end, Brant Keithy, reportedly for the rest of the year. At least that's what I heard Kyle Whittingham said after the game. And so, yeah, feel bad for all those guys. Hope they all get feeling better. And yeah, injuries, no fun. Also, you might have seen it on social media floating around. I'm not going to comment too much on it, honestly. I don't know. I feel like it'd be wasting time when instead we can be celebrating this victory. Some definitely interesting comments from Utah's athletic director, taking shots at the officials, making comments about whether or not they're glad to be in the Big 12, saying the game was stolen. Just wild comments. In my opinion, not very sportsmanlike. I do realize, though, in the moment, very frustrated, but definitely very surprising. Definitely another moment that will go down in rivalry history as, one of those moments up there with Max Hall's rant and all that. So, yeah, very interesting. But yeah, overall analysis of this game, this is a game that, definitely not BYU's best performance, especially on third down. They went 1 for 12 on third down. Not good at all. Really struggled there. Overall, if you look at this game from an offensive standpoint, offense had a decent game. In yardage, I believe 330 something. So, not fantastic, but not too bad either. So, yeah, did enough to pull it out. No turnovers. That was a big factor. Another struggle for the Cougars, though, was scoring in the red zone. We saw 2 drives end in field goals. In the meantime, Utah had a couple drives in the red zone where BYU allowed scores down there. And so in my opinion, if BYU had lost this game, that would have been where I'd been pointing as to why they lost, is just not being able to convert in the red zone. And all around I would say decent performance from the offense. And then on the defensive side, wow, that was pretty amazing, allowing no points in the second half. I believe they also didn't allow any points in the first quarter. So outside of the second quarter, no points allowed. Very impressed with that. Utah definitely had a lot of talented guys. BYU being able to make the adjustments needed, shut them down in the second half, made a huge difference. Ultimately, they saved the game. Of course, the offense is the one that gets the final drive, goes down the field, and scores to set up Will Ferrin to kick the game-winning field goal. But the defense kept BYU in this thing the whole way through. And yeah, very impressed by the defensive performance. They did a really good job getting back in the backfield for TFLs and all that. So yeah, very big impact there by the defense. Overall, though, I would also say great special teams game for BYU. You had Keelan Marion. I think that's a player that, currently maybe getting a little overshadowed by that final drive, the field goal kick, all that. But just like amazing kickoff return right there by Marion. I think that was a very important play. Utah had just scored the first touchdown. They were looking good, and so that play definitely switched momentum back in BYU's direction, and yeah, he made a huge difference. Love to see it. And so then, of course, that last drive. I just want to go over that just a little bit. And yeah, what a drive. That was crazy. I thought it was over when Jake took that sack on 4th down. The holding penalty, though, allows BYU to, live for a couple more downs. And ultimately, I know that holding call's been pretty controversial. I agree with it. It wasn't the most egregious, most easy to spot penalty, but I think there definitely was holding. And so I agree with it. Tough luck for Utah. Honestly, the Utes in this game played very well, very tough. They battled out there. And, despite not taking the win, I would say BYU definitely got Utah's best shot. And so, yeah. And then also the Cougs, right after getting that first down, just drives down the field so well. Made some big plays along the way. Chase Roberts' catch was pretty nice. And, yeah, kicking that game-winning field goal. Will Farron coming through under pressure. Love to see it. And so, yeah. A lot of good to take away from this game. And definitely still some things to learn. But honestly, this is kind of what I was expecting. Low-scoring, chippy game. You get the win, 9-0. Dream season goes on. And this is one reason I would say that convinces me that BYU is a great team. Is they find ways to win. Even when it's tough, even when, you're playing against Oklahoma State, they score that late touchdown. Boom, you go ahead, you get your own late touchdown. In this game, you're down and just can't seem to get enough. Keep on falling short, but ultimately able to pull it out in the end, make big plays when you needed to. So, yeah, very, very impressed on that play, on those plays. And so, yeah, great win by the Cougs. So exciting. I was going crazy. The whole man-wearing center here at BYU, I was going crazy. Yeah, what a win. How exciting. Yeah, I guess I'll real quick give you my MVPs for the game. On the defensive side of things, I'm going to go... Oh, shoot. I have not thought this out too much. This is tough. I'm honestly going to go with the defensive line. Now, there were some bad plays here or there, but overall, they made some big plays, shifted a lot of momentum, and gave BYU a chance to win this one. And then on the offensive side, I'm going to go with Chase Roberts. Made a lot of clutch catches tonight. And so, yeah, great win. Of course, Cougs next week. Got a big game against the Kansas Jayhawks, home game. That's a Kansas Jayhawks team coming off an upset over number 17 Iowa State. So definitely not a walk in the park there. And yeah, we'll have to see how it goes. Let's go Cougs. Go out there, celebrate this great win. It's a good one.